My name is Quincy Greene, and the topic of my speech is Hillary Clinton for President. According to the New York Times, voters have the chance to choose one of the most broadly and deeply qualified presidential candidates in modern history. Secretary Hillary Clinton is the right candidate for the office of the U.S. presidency. She's been endorsed by both the New York Times and the New York Daily News. Hillary Clinton has the leadership qualities and experience to be a great president. If elected, she will become the first female president of the United States. According to CNN, Clinton has 2,165 delegates out of 2327 to Sanders' 1357. Soon the delegate math will become insurmountable for Senator Sanders, and Clinton will clinch the Democratic nomination for president at the Democratic National Convention in July of 2016. First, I'll focus on why I believe Secretary Clinton is the best choice for the presidential election of 2016, using scholarly articles and reputable news sources like CNN and the endorsements of the New York Times and Daily News for credibility. Second, I will explore Hillary Clinton's views on a few key issues that are important to Americans during this current election cycle. According to the New York Times, Hillary Clinton would be the first woman nominated by a major party. She served as a senator from a major state, New York, and Secretary of State, not to mention her experience on the national stage as the First Lady with her brilliant and flawed husband, President Bill Clinton. Mr. Sanders does not have the breadth of experience or policy ideas that Ms. Clinton offers. His boldest proposals to break up the banks and to start all over on healthcare reform with the Medicare for All system have earned him support among alienated middle-class voters and young people. But his plans for achieving them aren't realistic, while Ms. Clinton has very good and achievable proposals in both areas. As of this writing, it does not appear as though Hillary Clinton will be challenged seriously by the Democratic Party nomination, salvaging contest key 2 for the party. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has proposed her own plans for tuition-free community college and no loan tuition at four-year public colleges. One of the most attractive parts of Ms. Clinton's economic platform is her pledge to support the well-being and rights of working Americans. Her lifelong fight for women bolsters her credibility in this area, since so many of the problems with labor laws hit women the hardest, including those involving childcare, paid sick leave, unstable schedules, and low wages for tipped workers, according to the New York Times. The American Journal of Nursing cites that Hillary Clinton has been a long supporter of healthcare reform and currently an enthusiastic supporter of the Affordable Care Act. Hillary Clinton seeks to improve on the Affordable Care Act gains by reducing out-of-pocket costs to consumers, such as co-pays and deductibles, negotiating drug costs, and expanding access to groups who will remain uninsured or underinsured. In conclusion, Secretary Clinton is the most qualified candidate to be the next president. Throughout the election process so far, Hillary Clinton has been the clear leader for the nomination of the Democratic Party. Secretary Hillary Clinton is a strong leader and potentially the first female president of the United States. She has been a strong proponent of affordable health care, economic equality, women's rights, tuition-free community college, and no loan tuition for colleges and universities. She has specific practical solutions for issues facing Americans. Secretary Hillary Clinton has the most experience as former Secretary of State, Senator of New York, and the former First Lady of Arkansas and the United States of America. She is the best choice for the next president of the United States. Now, this is your chance to give your feedback about Hillary Clinton and this speech. What are your thoughts about the candidates? What are your thoughts about Hillary Clinton? Is she the best candidate for the president of the United States?
I feel like I support Sanders.
Bernie Sanders. Anybody else support Sanders?
I don't support anybody, but about Hillary Clinton, I just feel that I'm a stereotype. I feel as though that a man should take on that leadership role.
Okay.
You know, I think women is smart. Women is smart is some things that men should just be in leadership and in charge of.
Okay.
I think Hillary Clinton should just sit down, relax, and enjoy her days with her grandchild and be a grandmother to Chelsea B. Because it sounds easy until you actually get in the office and everything start happening, and it's not as easy as you think it is. Like, we always say, yeah, I'll do this and I'll do that, and when we take on that position, the tables turn and things change,
Okay.
you know.
So your opinion is traditional role for a woman, you don't believe a woman should be president? Anybody else, any other
I
thoughts?
completely disagree with that.
Okay, what do you think?
If we were like that, then men would have been up for this long, so why not have a woman president? But
Okay,
I was with Bernie Sanders because I'm a Hillary stood for fracking, and she voted for the Iraq War, and there was all this other, like, Black Lives Matter stuff she flip-flopped on. That was kind of like, wait a minute, so.
right. So you feel that Hillary Clinton could be the next president?
She.
And that a woman could play that
Well,
role,
definitely,
but she
a woman,
supports
yeah.
Sanders
It
instead?
wasn't about her being a woman, it was about her being Hillary Clinton.
Some of her
And her
views
husband was
are,
kind of a false idol. We thought he was all good. I'm like, we were
More inspection.
incarcerated. You know, it was like stuff I found after the fact, so.
Okay, what about you?
I feel like in a lot of aspects she strikes me as very insincere.
Okay, so her sincerity, her trustworthiness is an issue for you?
If you just play back like her views over the years, I feel like her views change drastically depending on who she's talking to and
Okay.
the time span.
What about you, Jasper?
I think Hillary should be president.
Why?
Because she ran the country before when her husband was the president. She just run the country behind the scenes.
Okay.
So, you know, and besides, it's time for a change anyway. We've been having men. Give a woman an opportunity to show her leadership in this.
Okay. What about you? Who do you support?
I agree with everything she said. Like, it was different a couple years ago, and now she for us. I don't know. I really don't get into it like that.
Okay. So some of you are questioning her honesty, her sincerity, even her as a woman being able to play that role. Black Lives Matter. Any other issues that you are thinking about? Military? Do you feel like women should be in the military? And this is important. These are the type of conversations that are happening every day, and the type of conversations that are going to continue to happen from now until the election. How many of you voted recently? Did you? I don't know about you, but when I walked into that ballot, it got serious real quick.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this is not a joke. Can't play around. I need to look at each of these names and pick someone based on their track record. So the same thing is going to happen in November. Depending on who the Republicans nominate and the Democrats nominate, you're going to have to make a serious decision. One that's hopefully informed by facts. You can have your opinions, but at the end of the day, it really is important to do your homework on each of your candidates.
See, because at the end of the day, it's just like this. It matters to the future that's coming up. Our generation behind us, this is where it really counts in. Because if we don't pick the right president now, our young people is lost.
And we saw that happen where we
Picked the wrong president and they got lost.
and I think we have the same decision now. But I really do trust the American people to pick the right person.
She stood for before.
It's the whole country. You have so. I'm gonna edit that part out.
Yeah, you better.
No, I told him, I was like, if you vote for. So I appreciate this conversation. I hope that we each learn from each other, like what we think. But at the end of the day, this speech that I gave you is one that is supportive of Hillary Clinton for president. I hope that I gave a compelling argument. I really appreciate your help.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up paying for it. Don't worry about it. It's all right.